Morning, it's Mike Shunke with Berkshire Hathaway and Shift One Properties in Scottsdale, Arizona. Can't believe 8 o'clock snuck up on me. I've been sitting here till just before 4 this morning trying to get some things done. I've got a friend coming into town, so we got a full work day in already. But anyway, we're going to talk about residential real estate. We're going to talk about commercial real estate. We're going to talk about the economy, and we're going to touch real quick on this commission settlement. I don't want to say too much because there's a lot of gray parts. There's a lot of bad news out there. Don't just read the headlines. There's a lot of bad media things out there. I don't think it's going to change a whole lot, but we'll see. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, inventory in the multiple listing service for the Phoenix area, up 155 to 13,593 single-family detached homes for sale. Maricopa County is up about 100 to 10,106. Scottsdale, for the first time in 3 weeks, we have an increase in inventory. We are up 16 to 1,315 single-family detached homes for sale. Like I keep saying, that number's got to be closer to 2,500 or 3,000 to have a steady market. Again, homes priced right are coming on under contract. Actually, a friend of ours, listing agent Susumi, she just got one down the street here, $719 a square foot in Ancala. Nice, that's good sale for her. That's a good number, but it's a beautiful house. It's a sweet house. So anyway, came out existing home sales up 9.5% nationwide. Remember, all real estate is local. But as inventory is starting to picking up, you're going to start seeing these home sales numbers pick up again. And people start getting excited about it. In the West, I always say follow population flows. The West up 16% home sales. Sales prices up 5.7% year over year. So if people who are sitting on the sidelines and waiting, they just lost 5.7% buying power. And that's not including increase in rates. So, I would say if you're ready, willing, and able, an asset is worth what anybody is ready, willing, and able to buy it for. So, if it works for you today, don't sit on the sideline and wait. Nobody can see the future. Nobody's got a crystal ball. So, interesting. Another one, 20% of sales were over listing price. So, sellers that need to sell are pricing right. Like I said, you've got about a 2% margin and your home's going to sit on the market. If you've been on the market over 30 days, 60 days, you're priced too high. There's plenty of buyers here, especially in Scottsdale this time of year. 80 degrees and sunny today. Went to state land auction. Coyotes, the hockey team, picked up 40 acres at the corner of 101 and Scottsdale Road. Not sure how I feel about it, but somebody's going to build. There's a lot of state land there, and that is going to be kind of the new center of Scottsdale, north of 101 there, kind of as the sprawl goes out. So when you're looking at your investment properties, your house is an investment for sure. Think about that as the sprawl goes on, kind of buy ahead of where the population is going to go. And you'll be ahead of the game in equity. Another funny thing, Scottsdale is 40% open space. I didn't know that. That sounded high to me, but I guess there's a lot of it protected land with the McDowell and the Greenway. 40% open land in Scottsdale. Tempe, there is not one single infill lot available to build on. So you'll see, they're buying properties, knocking the buildings down and putting up new ones, but there's not one single unbuilt space in Tempe available. There was a House bill. Arizona Senate passed it. Arizona House passed it. Katie Hobbs vetoed it. I have mixed feelings. It was basically, in most basic terms, they were going to do away with any input the cities had. Cities with a population of over 70,000 people. The city was not allowed to have any input in zoning. It was all up to state. So that I make money with developers finding opportunities and transactions. That's how we get paid and make our money. But you got to have some control on building. So we live in Arizona. It's beautiful. I often say to people from out of town, you'll get to know the mountains that you see off in the distance, and that's how you kind of learn which direction you're going. You learn the different peaks. And one of these days I'll go over the grid. Phoenix is really easy to get around. It's just a big grid. It's all numbered. Central Avenue, streets are on the east, avenues are on the west. 10 streets, 10 avenues is about a mile. So it's pretty easy to get around if you know an address. Commercial, we looking at a deal for 100 acres between Tucson and Phoenix, zoned for an RV park. Super interesting. I don't know if we're gonna be part of it or if we're gonna hand it off to one of our clients, but super interesting. We're working on 40 acres out in Tonopah. That's neat. It's a good project out there. Like I said, if you're looking for a bug out place, it's about an hour west of Phoenix. If you're looking for a ranch, 4 ranches, it's real interesting. We're waiting on some details on that from the utilities and the appraisal. We're getting an appraisal on it just to verify our numbers. So we'll be selling that. That'll be coming on the market soon. I don't know the number yet. I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it yet until we get that solidified. But 40 acres in Tonopah, it's interesting. It's a neat property. It's beautiful. Let's see. They read an article the other day. Cap rates, are they starting to hit their peak a little bit? Cap rates is basically return on your cash. You give $1 million, $1,000, $100, you're going to get 5% back on your money. Cap rates over the past 10 years have been 2 to 3%. Well, interest rates have been 0 for the past 2 or 3 years. Now we're seeing 6, 7%. Investors want to get on their return on their money. Is that starting to peak a little bit? Cap rate, as prices come down, rates go up. It gets a little complicated. In the most basic terms, it's return on your money. So, those starting to see. We're seeing some good deals in office and retail space now. Prices had come down a little bit, especially office. A lot of that, I always say, commercials financed with short term. Retail, a lot of that's owned by mom and pop owners, and they're just getting old, retiring. They want to get out, and the kids don't know they don't want to hold on to it. So we're seeing some strip malls, some retail opportunities, and that's interesting. Multifamily, it was such a crowded space the past few years. Any guru taught a weekend class, and everybody thought they could make money selling apartment buildings or buying apartment buildings. It's pretty hands-on, and a lot of them are starting to get out. So you're seeing some deals in multifamily. Economy. Fed had a meeting this week, Wednesday. Chairman Powell, they held rates steady. Now remember, there's a lot of moving parts. Fed funds rate is only the rate that the government pays banks on their money overnight. That's all it is. Kind of sets the tone for everything else going on. But basically, mortgage rates are not set, but they follow the 10-year notes. 10-year is about 4.2% right now. Chairman Powell said, he feels that he does not want to move too soon. He does not want to make the mistake of loosening up and getting more money supply out there, making money cheaper, and having inflation shoot up even higher. I think the inflation numbers are higher than they're telling us. Statistics, you can make anything a case for anything in statistics, just however you manipulate the numbers. But he's strongly committed to getting down to 2% inflation. So he's going to hold out there for a little bit. They're in no hurry to cut rates. They are going to ease up on their quantitative tightening. They're going to start selling start selling fewer bonds. They need to build their balance sheet back up a little bit. That's kind of their tool belt. That's how the Fed controls money supply out there for the country. So interesting. I sat with, I have a finance background, worked in the bond market for years, but I never knew how mortgage brokers priced their bonds. You can get a mortgage rate at 7%. They're about 7% right now. I think it's 6, you might see 5, but you're going to pay for that spread. And I never knew how mortgage brokers really priced it. So I sat down with our lender friend, Jerry Norlander at Mountain West Financial. Super nice guy, transparent like me, just open, and sat down and we looked over the pricing. And really interesting how mortgage lenders price their deals. And so that was good to see. Let me know if you are curious. I'll put you in touch with him. Like I said, we work with a few lenders, depending on your situation, what you're looking for. We've got a few good lenders we work with, and when you're buying or selling real estate, it's really about putting a team together. And that kind of brings me to this. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's not set in stone, but you may have seen the headlines. My wife always reminds me, I assume everybody watches the real estate headlines. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But there was a lawsuit settled about commissions. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much about it. Our last two out of our last 3 deals, the buyers paid out of pocket for our services. And like I said, I'm not a salesman. I don't sell anything. I provide a service. It's more of a mindset. You'll see a lot of people talk about buyer's agents and seller's agents now. I've never met a broker, an agent who is strictly a buyer's agent or strictly a seller's agent. I think that's an HGTV term. It really is, where do you focus your marketing dollars? Where do you focus your time? Are you trying to get listings? Are you trying to help buyers? Most people I know in the industry do both. So and we do a little bit of everything: residential, commercial, land. We do a lot of finding opportunities for clients. But anyway, that's the only thing that changes, is that it cannot be advertised what the buyer's agent is going to get paid. And that focus is going to be between the buyer's agent and the client, which we've always kind of done. We built our business, past businesses. We think we've been successful because we really believe in truth, honesty, and integrity. And a handshake means a lot. Now we are going to be required to have a buyer-broker agreement firm, which we've always kind of done. When you call us and you're looking to buy or sell something, we sit down, we have a conversation. How can we help you? If we can't help you, we point you in the right direction. But, I've always believed that everybody is honest. Most people are honest. Murphy at Ammo AZ, I will do business any day with that guy. He was our client on the big deal. He didn't have to pay me because it was a complicated deal. It was going through a third-party servicer. It wasn't a foreclosure, but kind of foreclosure. He didn't have to pay me. He could have completely, cut me out of the deal. But, we talked, and he was more than happy to pay for my services, and I appreciate it. And that's, we get a lot of options who to do business with, and that's the kind of person we want to do business with. Just good, solid, stand-up guy. Murphy at Ammo AZ. If you can't keep your word, then you really don't have anything. So, that's how we do business. So, who said it? Ryan Sarant. He's a big broker in New York City. You might have seen him on TV. He said, great service is expensive, but and I'm not a salesman. We provide a service. It's just kind of the approach, the mental approach we take to business. If you're looking to buy, we're here to help you. If we can help you. If you're looking to sell, we're here to help you. You know, generally real estate's all the same. And so, you know, we tend to focus, we sell $200,000 condos, we sell $5-10 million houses. So commercial properties, land, we do a little bit of everything, and we take more of the project-oriented focus, and we want to be able to communicate and work with our clients. And that's how business gets done. So, you know, as the whole technology and social media kind of get away from that. That's why we go live. Hopefully, you're getting to know me a little bit. I'm getting to know you. And it's just, let's get back to that business, the handshake deals. There's nothing better than, what was it? Toes to toes, nose to nose. Let's have a conversation. So give me a call if we can help you buy or sell anything. If you have a question, this new commission thing, if you have some questions and want to know the truth, don't read the headlines. The headlines are not factual. They're not lying, but they're not telling the whole truth. So give us a call, 203-733-5877. We're here to help. Some running around to today. Like I said, we've got a friend coming into town, so we trying to finish up here. But give us a call. My phone is always in my pocket, and I always answer it. I always try to answer it. So we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Be smart, be safe, and have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.